guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Tonight, it's the 512th and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the
pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 68 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 28-yard.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
2nd and 8. They run. Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Josh Jackson on the tackle.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson and connecting here with DJ Shark. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Wilson on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They get.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Garoppolo. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring it in.
This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
20-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson. As the first half is winding down, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And that's good.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
For the point after.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Throw caught there by Osborne. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
The Seahawks take over.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Wilson on the keeper.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On the ground, Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rolling to his right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 yards. It's now 3rd down and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Check back. Check three. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll run it with Kamara. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's taken it around the 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to DJ Dallas that time, but it'll be second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend of the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. That's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Vikings' 21-yard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard.
From the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
taken at about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on. But part of it is so difficult to simulate this type of pass rush in practice because the speed, the ferocity, the quickness, some of the change-ups and how they get at the quarterback that you may not have seen on film. All of that is different. You can practice it as much as you want to. You can even insert smaller, faster guys at positions to show that the speed's going to be quicker. But until the whistle blows and you play for real, it's just not the same.
And not as easy to implement on game day. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down, Vikings.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Osborne.
Garoppolo's
7 yards the pick up there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Garoppolo's
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
tonight's